Okay, when I get the ready up, there we go. Both players are ready. First of 5 here in the first match of the day. Yoshimi versus Bubbles. This should be a pretty great matchup.
And I know the game itself has a countdown. I wonder if we actually have it centered to be able to see that. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
We have the technology.
2, 1, Tetris. And immediately, you see the speed. I did see a soft drop on Bubble's side.
Yeah, we'll see. Like, T-spins aren't out of the question in this phase, right? You'll block garbage, and you'll be able to, if your opponent does run into misdrops and stuff, you'll have that pressure opportunity. There is more kill potential in going for these T-spins, even though it might not be more macro-oriented, which I mean, like, going for that zone charge. Everyone misdrops, so going for these T-spins early is a safe play, and it also keeps your board in a safe state because you'll be blocking a lot more.
Okay, so they both pop zone. I saw Yoshimi hit zone just a split second before Bubbles did.
Okay, they're both utilizing this IRS, which, yeah, there we go. 20 there.
Both with a 19, 20. Yeah, so that was a 19 from Yoshimi and 20 from Bubbles. But Yoshimi with a quick line clears right after zone, popping out Bubbles.
Yeah. 129 is pretty quick. Yoshimi, I think that's actually pretty quick for Yoshimi. They have been improving in multiple fronts of the game, and I can see Yoshimi being a player that come next year, if this were to exist, maybe be on a similar tier as Kazu. At the rate he's improving it. But yeah,
got the speed.
Clear situation here for Bubbles. They're gonna have to work down. See, like, in those situations, you don't want to get too greedy and go for any attacks. You just want to work through that. There's so many attacks waiting in that right well with the double Tetris, right? So you just want to find your way there. And looks like Bubble may be running into a bit of nerves.
Yeah, I see some what looks like misdrops to me.
Yeah.
I know that misdrops aren't quite as hurtful in this game than Classic, but need to get the long bar over.
Yeah.
Okay, Bubbles gets the long bar over and manages to get that pushed down.
Yeah, Bubbles is running into some early misdrops, more than any player would like. So first to 5 set can take a bit. So hopefully they can kind of get it together here. And another quick point here for Yoshimi.
Yeah, Yoshimi just slamming down those line clears and able to top out Bubbles. Not even using really the zone itself, but it's the follow up.
Ooh, a mirror setup there. I love to see that. Bit of a variation following though. Looks like they're both just kind of canceling, going for similar strategies, going for those T-spins, right? And
Yoshimi with the Tetris there.
Yeah. Both players with clean garbage, max zone. We'll see. Typically, I would recommend a player would kind of zone as soon as possible, like Yoshimi is doing.
Yeah, Yoshimi popped.
Because that just means they can work to their next zone charge quicker, right? And get more attack power in the long run.
Yeah, let's see who built the bigger one here. 15, 17, 19.
Ooh.
Yoshimi takes 19.
Oh,
Bubbles set up
nice.
for good. 20 for Bubbles.
Yeah, very close to a 21.
Yeah, you can kind of see them like right at the end trying to gauge, what will give them the best clear for the end of zone. Yeah, it seems like Yoshimi, they are able to come out of zone and just start doing line clears like crazy. And that can cause the opponent to top. Okay, so Yoshimi popping zone again, but not in the best position to make a lot of line clears out of that. Oh no, gets 19 out of that, like fast, and is already building again.
interesting situation. It's actually quite even. Yoshimi with a very slight zone lead. Charging zone takes a lot longer in phase 3, so actually these quarter zones are more significant.
Yeah, now that you can see we're in zone 3, the garbage being a lot more broken up and a lot more dangerous.
Right.
But Yoshimi burning down really quick. Here's where effective down stacking comes into play.
Oh, absolutely. And not just down stacking. I mean, of course you can go for these longer combos, but a good down stacker will try to mix in efficiency at the same time with T-spins and Tetrises when it's more optimal.
So yeah, big zone attack coming here.
Absolutely.
Yep. And Bubbles popping zone is not in the great position to counter.
Yeah, they accidentally put that long bar kind of over their garbage well, so they didn't have a chance to continue. Yeah,
they weren't able to counter all that garbage coming. There's still garbage in the queue, and so Yoshimi is going to take that. But yeah, we're first to 5, right? So still got games to play.
Yeah, and Bubbles can definitely bring it. I think they are kind of cleaning out their play. Ooh, nice little late PC there from Bubbles. You want to be a little bit careful with the PCs in phase 1 because it sends so much clean garbage, but I think in that case it did force Yoshimi to zone early.
Ooh, wow. The T going down the well there for Bubbles.
Yeah, T-spin triple against the wall there. And actually, they should have a pretty good situation. Oh, they even throw a T-spin in there. Interesting that they had an opportunity for a single or double T-spin there. I guess they might have been trying to greed a little bit for that 21 or something, but yeah, that was a good play from Bubbles so far.
Because you set up a T-spin triple. You said that has the largest garbage send.
Yeah, that's the largest basic send outside of zone line sends.
Perfect clear or anything like that.
Yeah, it's 6 lines for a T-spin triple, I believe, and then perfect clear is 10 lines.
Right.
So Bubbles kind of up high here. Bubbles doesn't want to zone right now. Yeah, so they're kind of being greedy because they want to get to that max zone and not give Yoshimi an advantage when he pops his max zone. So, you could have easily zoned to survive there, right? But Bubbles is thinking ahead and thinking the long term that they shouldn't have zoned there. So,
and you can kind of wait until the garbage is going to top you out before you pop zone.
Right, and a good player will have a good gauge of, how much they can accept. That's a very tricky thing to do in real time, but Bubbles did a good job.
Okay, so that's another 19. Let's see if Bubbles can counter here. A lot of garbage in the queue, and yeah, counters with an 18. Surviving, but Yoshimi just so fast off of zone afterwards, immediately doing more clears and pushing Bubbles back up. So Bubbles pop zone again. Kind of hesitant there. And then Yoshimi just pouring on the speed with the down stacking. So yeah, Yoshimi's going to take that one.
Yeah, Yoshimi's showing to be looking really strong today. Hitting consistent 120 speed, which is what you kind of want in competitive play, and really bringing it so far. Bubbles, this is a tough order. It's taking 5 games in a row against Yoshimi, so we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, I mean, you see some pretty cool moves out of Bubbles. I mean, I saw a whole bunch of T-spin triple setups and well set up for that, and is countering intelligently. But it's just Yoshimi coming out of zone so strong and just immediately down stacking, especially if it's on phase 3, the down stacking combos are playing a big factor.
All right. Okay, Bubbles is going to. Okay, I was a little worried there. That 17 should be enough, and even if they have to accept a little bit garbage, that's not going to be the worst thing because they can use it as a rebuttal attack. So, looks like it's completely
20.
neutralized actually.
Okay, so Bubbles setting up a T-spin there.
I'm kind of
Clean garbage.
Yeah, exactly. Both players have pretty clean garbage to work with. I would say Bubble's in a better position. We'll see if they can mix in some efficiency. I think if they throw in some T-spins here, they can really pressure Yoshimi.
Yeah.
Yep. Yoshimi forced the zone. Oh, a weird square placement. I think they can maybe try to work this into something though. It's taking the Tetris out of it.
Definitely seeing a lot of T-spin setups from Bubbles here.
Ooh. Okay, we'll see what Bubbles can do. I was hoping Bubbles would try to use their zone right before phase 3 started, so they can maximize their combo here. But it looks like they should be able to bring it down mostly. Yeah.
Yeah, we're in phase 3 now. We haven't seen the garbage come up yet, but when it does, it's going to be broken up. Oh, and yeah, Bubbles is the first to send, so...
Yeah, a great game so far. Yoshimi is very strong in this phase 3. They have very good efficient down stacking and can hit these large combos when it's harder to do so because you have a shorter period of time. Actually, I would say Bubbles has a better board state right now.
Yeah, Bubbles could come back here.
Yoshimi is first to that max zone, so we'll see if they try to push that advantage. Looks like they're opting for the combo first. So maybe they want to create their own combo rather than have to work through that messy garbage. Yeah. Which can pay off as long as they hit the, look how quickly that zone meter is depleting for Yoshimi. So they're only able to get, okay, they managed to get 17. That was very close to not paying off.
Yeah, so now Bubbles is in trouble, has to down stack fast here.
Yep.
And of course, Yoshimi just hammering down. Clears. Okay, so Bubbles, I think that was like a partial zone pop there. And yeah, the garbage. Yeah, Yoshimi just pouring it on and...
GG's. That is Yoshimi's game. And you know what?
That's a sweep.
Yeah, Bubbles actually put on a better performance there later in the late rounds, but Yoshimi just showing that they are really strong today.
But yeah, great showing by Bubbles. I love seeing all those T-spins, setting up a triple T-spin well and able to hold up against Yoshimi's speed for so long. And great outfit, too. I love the Bear Kigurumi. Is super cool.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for making it out today, Bubbles, and pleasure to watch. Until the next competition, hopefully sooner than later. So we'll take a look at the bracket real quick for who's up next. So as we see, Yoshimi does move on in that bottom bracket, and we're gonna have Bit by Byte versus Kelvin next, which should also be another close matchup.
Number 2 seed versus number 22 seed. 2's all around.
Yeah. I believe Bit by Byte lost to Yoshimi on the winner's side, if I am not mistaken. It was either Yoshimi or Promo. I kind of forget, but I will have to look. I won't go from memory here just to so I don't embarrass myself. But yeah, as we see, Yoshimi does move on, and we're gonna get Bit by Byte versus Kelvin next. So,
all right,
Bitto and Kelvin, if you're around, get ready to play.
Yeah, I've heard that Bit by Byte wants to be called Bitto, so we'll be calling them Bitto.
So that set up. How do you feel about that first set here, Chris?
Exciting. We haven't seen the curb twist yet, but we see the potential for it. We saw a lot of 20s. So there's just one more, if they had the right piece, sometimes, maybe you can hold the piece to get the right one for the last one up at the top. Or you can rely on the RNG, and sometimes it won't give you the right piece that you need to really maximize that and get beyond 20. So we'll hopefully get to see that soon. And we'll be seeing Yoshimi again, so maybe they'll be able to bust it out for a future round.
Yeah, I hope we see at least one today. We certainly have the caliber of players to see one, so we'll be sure to bring the hype if we do see one, because I'll be genuinely hyped.
It's like, do I boom it? Do I bam it? Or what do I do? It's a curve tris, or it's a impossible tris, or an infinite tris.
Right. What I was saying earlier is I really like to see it because it's like cathartic, seeing how it just like all fits together at the very top. You know what I mean? It's like it's a different
and
feel.
Also, you see them kind of just pause and then really think about how they're gonna end it, and whether or not they can do it in time before their zone meter runs out, and also their opponents also doing stuff too. So
Right.
So much to keep track of. So when it happens, it'll be awesome.
So I'm gonna get these players set up here, Chris.
Okay.
While we do that, I guess shout out to Enhance for making this awesome game so far. I love this mode, and I'm pretty excited for this next game.
Yeah, definitely. Thanking Enhance, and also partnering with Enhance is Xbox, one of our sponsors this year, and got to thank them. They're still going strong with their Xbox Series X and Series S, the consoles that were first to feature the amazing Tetris Effect connected, which we're seeing played here.
Mm-hmm.
So Xbox being, I think, the classic Tetris scene's first major corporate sponsor. We love having them as our sponsor every year. And like I said, they worked together with Enhance to make the networking features and things for Tetris Effect Connected even possible. They played a big hand in that. So thanks to Xbox for bringing it all together. It's all connected.
Huge thanks to them. I don't think we would be here casting Zone Battle if it wasn't for them. So,
yeah,
it's part of the butterfly effect here. And I think both players, looks like they are in the lobby and getting, maybe shaking off some nerves, getting ready to play here. So it'll be another 1-to-5 match here. And we got Kelvin on the left, Bitto on the right with the hand cam, and he's got some figurines to show off here. Some
yeah, I love the
UFO
balls. I'm not sure which characters they are, but they look pretty cool. Sometimes people make custom ones and stuff. I was like seeing that.
All right, so Bitto and Kelvin, when you are ready, I'll give you the go-ahead and chat as well, in case some players don't have the, they want to be in their zone and not listening to me talk about their game the whole time. So a little different than, Classic Tetris. They like to know what's going on in some degree, but here sometimes people just want to focus and not want to hear what I have to say.
Yeah, that's always the case. I mean, we've had to have people, Jeff with like the earmuff, headphones, blocking everything out. In Classic Tetris is almost kind of like iconic in a way, and a lot of our top players like don't want to hear us commentators, but sometimes they do. I don't know. It's personal preference,
Right.
And I guess maybe the players have choice of using a hand cam or face cam, and in both matches we've had so far, we've had one with hands and one with face. So that's kind of an interesting dynamic. Oh, 3, 2, 1 Tetris. We're already off and going, just like that.
Oh, okay. This is what I expect from. This is kind of the meta right now from Kelvin. They
super fast.
Yeah, they went for the 6-3 stack, which means they have the column in row. Yeah, row 7. That is kind of like how players, in terms of like sprinting, players tend to play the fastest that way because of how the patterns work out. Because you'll see like similar patterns and can put certain pieces on certain sides more regularly. So 6-3, and you can also get to go to T-spins from there. So it's a very, very good start that I'd recommend for any players getting into this game. And Kelvin showing some great efficiency so far. Bitto went for a quick zone and kind of trying to play that game. As I did mention at some point that Bitto does like to do quick zones and just try to work towards the meter for the next zone. But so far it's not really working out for him. We'll see if they have a good down stack here. And
yeah, Kelvin definitely with a speed advantage there. Just throwing those pieces down as fast as they can go.
Yeah, Kelvin's gotten very good here at this game in the last few months. I've been kind of watching their progress and see it firsthand when I get to play against them. They are playing on the Switch and using controllers, so pretty impressive.
On the Switch. Yeah, I wasn't sure if the tournament would have a lot of participants using the Switch since that platform came out so recently.
I think we're going to have players on just about every platform. I think Kazu will be using Xbox. Bitto might be using Steam or Epic, and Kelvin using Switch. It's it's great. Good to see multiple players.
Yeah, I've never actually seen a game on so many platforms get to be played competitively, like in this sort of way. Like, it's just, I mean, I'm not really sure how to vocal. It's just kind of amazing that we've come this far, in terms of game technology. But what better way than a game like Tetris that everybody knows and loves?
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, so Kelvin with some clean garbage to burn through here. Both sides, actually. So let's see how they downstack.
Yeah, both sides were in an interesting situation there. They were both up high and like fishing for fishing for efficiency. It's a tongue twister there. But yeah, so those are situations when you want a garbage block because you know you can't accept any garbage.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they both pop zone. Kelvin hitting 19, and bitto at the very end there. Oh, could have maximized a bit more, but has to settle for the 18.
So pretty even, actually. Kelvin with a score lead. If anything, you can see from score that they're probably forcing more efficiency into their play, whereas bitto is doing more zone macro. See how they're down stacking. They're not getting any score from that, but they're kind of,
building their meter, right?
Right.
But yeah, at this point, with phase 3 garbage in play, down stacking. Ooh.
Both players kind of have an interesting board going on.
Both players are, kind of in a burn phase here.
It's like Kelvin, the first one out. Probably going to force bitto to zone there with that combo.
I mean, just, like the combo down stacking there. Yeah, if you can get the momentum like Kelvin did there, then yeah, that's going to top bitto out there.
Well, bitto will shake off some nerves here. I am used to seeing bitto bring a lot of speed to their game, so we'll see what they can do here. Looks like they're opting for the 6-3 now.
Is a 6-3 setup more or less susceptible to garbage than?
I would say it's on par with just about with other setups. I think bitto is pretty lucky with how the garbage wells played out there, but it's nice because you can kind of dictate when to garbage block, right? Because if you're playing quickly, you have more Tetrises ready to send, so you can garbage block if you're playing greedy in order to just keep up those Tetris stacks, right? And block incoming T-spins and whatever your opponent may be throwing at you, which bitto is doing a great job of, and having a much stronger start than previously.
They both hit 18 there, so pretty even. But Kelvin being the first one out, let's see what they're able to do here.
Good garbage here for bitto. Oh, they're not able to work it. Oh. They were kind of greeding a little bit, except
a little greedy. Mm-hmm. That's what you're talking about in terms of they're trying to.
They're trying to accept garbage in order to attack off of it, right?
Right. So, but then they waited too long, and
yeah,
that's the risk, and that's the result that can happen.
Sometimes you want to slow down a little bit and gauge what you're really accepting, and that's a great case where that probably should have happened. But bitto can definitely bring this back. As we mentioned, these players don't get a stage like this too often, so there definitely are probably nerves in play.
Mm-hmm. Bitto got their zone meter charged.
I kind of like
way
that.
Fast, but
yeah, it did force Kelvin to zone. So as long as in this phase you can still charge zone pretty quick, as long as bitto can get their next zone charge ready, they're actually not in a bad position. What's rough is that misdrop slowed him down a little bit. But see, like it neutralized, but they have that 3/4 zone.
Mm-hmm. Right, and almost ready to pop again, and Kelvin has garbage to burn through, and bitto with a
the diving board, as said in Classic, right?
Yeah. Ooh, that probably didn't work out the way bitto wanted to, but they're still alive, and
interesting situation here.
Yeah.
bitto was applying a lot of pressure. They had a chance to really bring it to Kelvin and go heading into phase 3, but a lot of rough misdrops kind of neutralizing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sort of a rough game on both sides now. Bitto having to drill back down with that overhang. Okay, finally gets it clear. Bitto's charged for zone. Matter of when they're gonna pop it now. Here comes the garbage. Okay, pop zone. Oh man, at the end of it, I saw the square too. But yeah, only oh, and pop zone again, that fast. Let's see if that works out. Only hitting a Tetris during zone there. Kelvin, really good shape here. Drilled all the way back down to the bottom, and Bitto just filled with garbage. Has half his own meter though, so might be able to pop it if all else fails. Oh, and doesn't. And yeah, Kelvin's gonna take that one.
So Kelvin on game point. These are both pretty good matchups, but looking like we could have another 5-0. We'll see if Bitto can get it together. Really, it's just running into a lot of misdrops right now, and otherwise they're pretty even keeled.
Kelvin way up high. Let's see if Bitto can capitalize. Okay. So, I mean, Kelvin has, like, this huge well formed. Bitto wasn't able to use it to put them into a dangerous situation. They have both pop zone. Ooh. And Bitto, like, kind of sealed off their right side, so not able to completely capitalize on that. Both of them getting 19. Okay, Bitto. It's a bit dangerous for a second there. Okay, they both pop zone again. Or, ooh, some nasty formations there for Bitto. Finally pop zone. Camera shake.
Yeah, you can see that
here.
Bitto is into it because their camera's shaking with their arms on the table there.
Ooh. Oh man, and yeah, it got skewered by the garbage push-up and then topped out. Bitto with a thumbs up.
Yeah, multiple thumbs up in game as well with the emote. And yeah, GG's. Kelvin really bringing it today. They've improved quite a bit in the last month, and I'm pretty impressed with what we saw. So we'll see if Kelvin can bring this against, I think they have to play the loser of one of the winners bracket matches.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, we have yet to find out who it's going to be. Mm-hmm. But yeah, great play by Bitto. Also very fast. That was a good matchup there. There was another sweep, but, you know, these outcomes have to happen somehow.
Right. And even with sometimes with these sweeps, zone battle, you can still see that they're close matches. Just a little edge can go a long way. So
yeah, just a misdrop here and a few skewers. We saw, you know, some difficulties with the board there on both sides.
So I do believe we're gonna have Santi versus Promo up next before our break, because we have the Kazu match scheduled for a certain time so that it accommodates the Japanese player. So we're gonna get Santi versus Promo before we go to a break, and that should be a very close match. They have played in the past in tournaments, and it's been neck and neck. So I'm actually pretty excited for that.
I look forward to where I'll be able to use the phrase neck and neck effectively in this mode.
Yeah, I guess it'd be like when boards neutralize to some degree, or, you know, long phase 3, you can definitely tell when it's close. So we'll see how that plays out here.
Yeah, we haven't had any of those yet, but
Yeah.
I have a feeling we'll see that before the end of the day.
Okay, so we're gonna get Santi versus Promo in here, and yeah, so once they are ready, we'll hop into the next game before we take a break.
Mm-hmm.
We're making, I think we're doing better on time than we expected, so we're sneaking in another game.
Well, we're not expecting to see doubles, like 2 sweeps in a row, right? Like back to back.
Yeah, and they were pretty close matchups. Just it could be a nerve sing today, because we have saw some misdrops from both bubbles, and Bitto. So
let's hope we're not getting like the players weren't like bribed beforehand. It's
Right.
like we're gonna hijack the Japanese player by getting through the bracket so fast that they'll still be sleeping by the time their match comes up.
It's a strong strategy because they might need it. But all right, it's like players are going to hop into this lobby. Oh, it looks like our Japanese player is actually here. He's in the lobby, so he's ready whenever he's ready. I didn't expect that. But
well, there you go.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you're gonna need to change any orders or anything, but if we just go by schedule and they're ready, then
yeah, I think we'll get Santi in promo next, and if we'll see what the organizers think about going to a break, or if we want to get that match going, we'll communicate here with our Japanese player.
Yeah, that was the main thing that we're concerned about is our Japanese stream needs to know what order we're doing things in.
So we're just waiting to hear from promo. Hopefully they are around and ready to go. Maybe they didn't expect the game to last. They didn't expect to be up by now, probably, but we'll wait a moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a broom because there's just so much sweeping going on.
Oh, get a broom for the camera. But I'm sure I don't. Oh, that'd be a terrible jinx. I'm sure we won't have all sweeps today. But
well, I mean, we don't know who's gonna do the sweep, but we should ask our Japanese stream if there's a Japanese term for sweep. 5 in a row or something
sure
like that.
There is. There's probably some equivalent, right? It could be. First off, when I lurk in the Japanese streams pretty often just because their gameplay is absurd and I want to learn from it. But when you
that's the way to do it.
Yeah, when you put their phrasing into like Google Translate is terrible. Just it doesn't. Really, it doesn't really explain what's happening. So I just have to hope they understand.
Yeah,
English.
Every year that we had live events and Corian was there, I would always ask him, like, how do I say a certain catchphrase that we do in the Tetris community in Japanese? So that's why the second year that Corian was in it, I would be going, boom, Corian wa Tetris, right? Like, because he told me how to do that. And I'm trying to remember what the second year I asked him something different. I think it was, I don't remember what it was, but the point is I was trying to ask him something here that I'd be able to do the commentary for the following year. It's kind of too bad we don't have these live events anymore, because then I've kind of missed out on a couple of years where I'd be able to learn new phrases. But maybe there's other ways that we can facilitate that.
Yeah, I'm sure if once this community is more bound internationally, we'll probably be able to communicate. Different things
I remember what the second year was. I wanted to know what the Japanese term for neck and neck was, and I think he did tell me what it was, but I don't quite remember what it was, so it didn't quite stick. But maybe at some point I'll try to figure it out.
I feel like Corian would have a great answer for that too.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was like something and something. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, he's in our chat, so maybe we'll see it at some point, or maybe he'll know what
Green Tea and Corian
Japanese
are probably both watching right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So before we hop into our next game, we want to give a huge shout out. It's in the bottom banner right now. Good timing. gfuel.com. Use code CTWC25 on the G Fuel. Chris, if you want to take it away on that, let me get the slide up for you.
So G Fuel, the official energy drink of esports, has a Tetris flavor called Tetris Blast. And apparently it tastes like rainbow candy, just like the Tetraminos are rainbow-colored shapes. The flavor is rainbow pieces in your mouth. Boom, Tetris in you. So yeah, like Jen said, get 25% off. Use code CTWC25, and the offer ends November 15th, right around when our grand finals will be. So get on that before it expires, and have G Fuel for your Tetris tournament, whether you're a competitor or a viewer. Boom, Tetris for you.
Yeah, I've been wanting to actually redeem it because it is kind of a unique product if you're a Tetris player.
No kidding.
So I'd probably try it as well. Who knows? Maybe it will.
If it's going to be any flavor of G Fuel, I'm gonna be grinding. I definitely want it to be the Tetris one.
Yeah, what I heard down the excuse me, both our voices seem to be pretty coarse today. But what I've heard down the grapevine is that if you have Tetris G Fuel, you might have a better chance of beating Kazu, who you'll be able to see later today. But actually, after this match.
I wonder if they have G Fuel in Japan.
It's a good question.
I mean, they got Ascendant there, so I guess that's not really an issue. But yeah, I wonder if they can actually just, go out to the store and get it there.
All right, we're just getting promo into this room. Just some technical questions, I guess. And then once promo is ready to go, we'll get this game started. Santi versus promo could be pretty close. Both are Santi, much like Kelvin, Santi kind of got back in his own battle since the Steam release, I believe, and has really been getting a lot of practice in, and they've gotten very quick in the last few. They've quickly improved in the last few months, so I'm kind of curious to see what we can bring, or what Santi will bring against promo.
Yeah, and you when you're telling me about promo, you said that they were doing 6-3 wells, and that's what we saw in our last match.
Yeah.
So, we might see that again.
Promo's Twitter bio says the 6-3 guy. It's it's his bread and butter. It's what he brings, and it's very good here in zone battle. So, Promo I think is close to the second favorite if I were to make a prediction in today's bracket, but it's very close. There's Santi can bring to promo. Actually, Kazu is the only one I feel pretty confident in. Everyone else is it's a battle. So we'll see.
Wow. Okay.
I keep talking
Strong
up Kazu.
words, so.
I'm really trying my best to curse him here because the other players are going to need it. They're going to need it. Okay.
I don't know. Should we really have the commentators curse going into our first year of Connected 2021? We'll see. That gives us some hype, like we have a favorite going in, and that just makes our field more motivated. That would be the hope.
Right. Why am I on here? I should not be here. But okay, we got Santi here on the left.
Where did you place anyway?
Oh,
in the
I
bracket.
picked the wrong scene. Whoops. And here we go. Got Santi on the left and Promo's keyboard on the right. I think he's got some.
Here we go again with face on one and hands on the other.
Yeah, I need to.
And so far, it's been 1-1.
Oh, looks like he's trying to write messages, but we got the cam flip here on you, Promo. So if you guys can read backwards, it says Ringo. It's a popular character in the Tetris universe. So
Ringo, like Apple?
Yes, it is like Apple. Yep. Good call. So
that space bar has seen some stuff.
Yeah, I wonder how many times he's hard dropped with that bar. It's had its days. Oh, nice flip from Promo, showing some on the go ingenuity.
Oh wow.
And he's got a little plush here.
Is that Eevee?
Yeah. So I guess when both players are ready, Santi is looking ready here. So Promo, Santi, when you're ready, I'll give him the go ahead here in the chat. And looks like they must have heard me. Maybe Promo's listening to the stream. So good luck, have fun, Santi and Promo. This is our winner's side, or I guess winner semifinals match.
And so far for the day, we are at 1-1 for faces versus hands. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Yeah, every time it's just their arms reaching around the screen, and just one.
Oh,
person.
I see. So when I looked at Santi's name being written in Romaji, it's Santi, but there it's like 3T_3.
Right. Yeah, it's a little
San
play on
Japanese for
characters
3.
there. Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until someone else brought that up to me, but.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, San is Japanese for 3, the number 3.
Okay.
Okay, so both popping zone.
Very clean starts for both players.
6 for Promo.
Yeah, just
19.
Just a 3-line advantage, which is nothing, right? So, Santi will just work through that garbage with a double. Has that clean row waiting for them, so they're going to try to navigate to that column 7 and getting 6-3 from here. So it kind of works out for them. Setting up a Fractal. Fractal is a double T-spin stack like that. Shout out to our classic player Fractal, which it wasn't named after him, but just happens to be that way.
Okay, so Santi popping zone first.
Yeah, great play so far from Santi. I really like what I'm seeing. Not many misdrops and just some consistent play. Putting a little bit pressure on Promo going into that phase 3, right? That's when you want to get a few lines, but somehow Promo got some clean garbage there, so a bit of luck there.
I was gonna say that didn't look like zone or phase 3 garbage there.
Yeah. From time to time, you'll get pretty lucky with it, but it's almost purely messy. And
so it's kind of RNG then,
yeah.
whether or not it's unfavorable where the holes appear. Promo just really fast on that down stack there, and back-to-back T-spins, forcing Santi into zone up the board. It's only able to get 15 off that. Promo hitting the 16.
No, very even game so far. You could even say neck and neck if that's the term you were hunting for earlier. But
I'd love to hear it. Neck and neck.
Yeah, it is pretty cool to see a very close phase 3 because there's a lot of situations where players will have to, take a back seat and try to force their way back into it and find very unique combos and cool finds in order to get back. So
and just like when you see the fast down, got skewered.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. There's other more inappropriate terms for that in modern Tetris, but we'll leave it at skewered.
Okay. You'll have to tell me offline. Yeah, I think I saw like a triple well being built there by Santi. Nice. Back-to-backs there. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot. Some players really go for the T-spins opening out.
Yeah, it's a safe move, right? I mean, you're not gonna be in threat of topping out when you go for T-spins. You might not charge just as fast, but
your
you'll
zone
still
might
charge
not
pretty
fast.
quickly. Yeah, with,
you lose some speed because you have to soft drop.
Yeah.
So.
But there is potential on putting pressure on your opponent still, and maybe get early, maybe force them to zone earlier than they would like.
I think we need a puke fix on that camera.
Oh yeah, good call. Thank you. I was looking at my game.
Yeah,
Shout out
sometimes
to the
our,
puke fix button.
Promo like the rapid garbage sending. The camera goes. Okay, it's back.
I'll just keep my my hand on the mouse trigger. I'm ready to hit the trigger on the puke buttons. Okay, so Promo ahead 1-0, start things off, and so far this is looking to be like a pretty close set.
Yeah. It's been neck and neck.
Yeah, they went to phase 3 without either player getting any garbage, which doesn't happen too often. It's a great way to see how close it is when these zone combos go down and it stabilizes. Like, that doesn't happen too often because there's so much going on, right? And so many different attacks that can play out. So the fact that these zone combos keep stabilizing just shows how close they are in terms of efficiency and zone usage.
Yeah, Santi was doing some great down stacking there in a little survival of that garbage. Let's see if Promo can maximize his zone. 18. Okay, so Santi has to pop zone. Only managing to get a Tetris, so there's a lot of garbage queued, and that's going to top him out. So Promo's going to take that round.
Great game from Promo. Hitting a 107 attacks per minute. So attack tends to be the killing blow. If you have a 10 APM over your opponent, that tends to be why you win. Of course, there are other ways to win, like down stacking in ways that we're not clearing lines, but I feel like APM is a good tell on why a player is winning. So Promo able to squeeze out some more attacks in the long run. super T-spin setup for promo, so that a square cubby, it's kind of like you can throw a T-spin down there and create another T-spin follow-up.
Yeah. Yep. Very consistent in that. Wow. You're gonna see it? Nope, 19. Perfect tris.
I don't know if either
close.
of these players have a curved tris. I don't believe they... Ooh, nice little PC find from Promo, and it catches Santi off guard.
Wow, that was so fast.
Wow, great stats from Promo. That's what you need to... if you are going to go up against Kazu later.
Yeah, so perfect clear gets you just 10 lines just off the bat, right? Like just boom, send 10 over instantly.
Right, so it really caught Santi off guard. He probably was just expecting, you know, a T-spin or something, and when you're kind of greeting and waiting for it, you don't always expect that mid-game perfect clear. You got to be really wary and maybe screen watch a little bit, but that's hard to catch.
Yeah, that was one of my questions in our sort of pre-game chat, was like, how often do perfect clears happen? And it looks like it's a factor. You've seen a finish from it.
If you can find these mid-game perfect clears, it can really throw your opponent off, who's trying to like stride a little bit, trying to move quickly, right? So they might not be screen watching the whole time.
Right. I think there should be like a really distinct sound for a perfect clear that is just like strikes terror into your opponent. Then
that would be interesting. At the same time, it's also like an assassination move, right? Because, there is no noise for it.
It is, but it'd just be more memeable. If
I see where you're going with that. That would be cool.
Yeah. Wow, look at this build from Promo.
Yeah. Really,
out for blood.
High left and right, forcing, oh, they're looking for a hanging T-spin. Like they had to break that back-to-back there for a moment. Could be a little slight misread, but not a big deal. Ooh, interesting setup there. So that stuff's really cool to see, and it takes a pretty keen eye to see things like that.
Yeah, I'm just starting to really appreciate the Promo build there. Just doing some...
It's a lot of practice.
Yeah.
It's playing out here.
And, yeah, Santi just having to deal with it and then try to downstack from the garbage being sent. Barely getting it done in time there.
Yeah, pretty even. Santi actually playing on pressure. If Promo is able to stabilize here, they have the zone meter advantage. So, however, if you don't have enough space to really utilize your full zone, if Santi pressures Promo to the top, that full zone won't be as pivotal as if, you know, we'll see how many lines like Promo can get out of this. It might not be that many. See, only 8 lines because they didn't have the space, right?
Right.
So,
yeah,
that's a very important thing you have to look for in phase 3 when you zone, is you want to be able to have the space for these larger line clears.
Yeah, and you can't if you're full of garbage.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Ooh.
This is actually really close, but like I said, you know, these games play out like they have a longer format, right? There are a lot of comeback mechanics, so if you have a slight edge, it plays out over time here.
But look what we're seeing today. I'm gonna have to get the broom out because look what's happening.
Yeah. I think Santi has it in him. We'll see what happens. It's still early on today. It is double elim, and both players here have a chance to face off against each other again.
Right. This is a winner's bracket match, so
right.
This won't be the last we'll be seeing of either of these players. Okay, so Santi popping that zone first, and Promo kind of just building a well, the double triple T-spin well there.
Got a little too fancy there. And actually, if they utilize IRS, it could have really finagled that long bar in there, but pretty even so far, Chris. Promo really utilizing these super T-spin setups.
Yeah. Okay, well, a lot of garbage there. Let's see if Santi can downstack this. Oh, has to pop zone to survive that.
Oh man, so another sweep here, Chris. GG.
Yeah, 3 sweeps in a row. That's like 15. I mean, our schedule is wrecked. Like, it's gonna be a short day. Even though we're going, first to 5 is pretty long, you'd think, but
it's just funny because early on in this bracket, like all these players have been having really close sets. It's just today, it's probably a bit of nerves in the mix and other things, but we have a long day ahead, and Santi can bounce back here in the bottom bracket, so we'll see what Santi can bring. And promo will move on to play the winner of Kazu and Arf Arf, which will be our next match.
All right.
Kazu is here and ready. He just joined the lobby. His name in game is Game Over, kind of fitting if you're playing against him. But we'll see what the verdict here is from our organizers. If we should just go ahead and play this Kazu match, Kazu versus Arf Arf.
Yeah, we might want to. I mean, we're ahead of schedule and things are getting done, and brooms are being pulled out of the closet.
Arf Arf saying in chat that he's going to 5-0 Kazu, so I'm looking forward to that, and he's feeling pretty confident here today.
So now, all right, yeah, we'll see how this plays out, because we haven't had a statement about the intention of the players when it comes to these things. We just had 3 in a row, so we could have a 4th.
Let's see, so get Arf the room code here. That is one thing that is nice about this game is spectator mode. So I had first tried that out in our tech checks, and I was just like, wow, there's like, I'm just in the room watching this match using my settings on my engine on my machine. So it's better than having to there's no lag, right? Like you're actually watching it in real time. And you can watch it with whatever graphics you prefer. And, if you're actually spectating, you can add little emotes that show up in the sky. It's kind of funny. So I didn't know that. If I really wanted to, I could bother these players by spamming my emote. You can't, there's spam protection. You can't spam it, but. Okay. That's cool, though. Like if you want to cheer someone on or something. All right, so we're getting Kazu's in the lobby, just getting Arf Arf in here, and pretty excited to see what show what I've been talking Kazu up all day, and their speed. You have been right. That was like the first thing I heard. I was just like, it's crazy. Got to see him play. I'm like, okay, all right. And they play with the controller too. It's arrived. Yeah. Oh. So we're gonna get some hand cam on it's like not a DualShock, but I think he has some kind of a Japanese similar controller to a PlayStation controller, but it's cool to see. I might be able to identify it. Yeah. I love collecting weird controllers. I've heard the name before. It's like 3 letters and 4 numbers. That's a terrible explanation, but maybe if you see it, you'll get a better read on it from what I said. But get their camera set up here. Promo versus Arf Arf. Arf Arf he's been a member of the hard drop community for a very long time. I've known him for over a decade online. I played matches with him like in 2008, 2009. We go back. So wow. I maybe have a personal bias with Arf Arf. We play a lot of games and scrimmage a lot online too. So what was the game back then of choice? It varied. There was Tetris Online Japan was my preferred game, and then Tetris Friends. There's been so many Tetris games over the years. So shout out to Tetris Company for creating all these awesome games, and it's just a community I've always been part of. Glad to see some modern Tetris here on the big stage. Yeah, no kidding. Like, what a world we live in now, and it's not just modern or classic. Now it's both. So, what a way to unify the two. Mm-hmm. So it looks like both players are getting set up here. And we've got the one controller and one face, and we are now hand cams are now 2 and faces are 1. So we'll see if they get that tied up here. Like Arf Arf, we see his camera's not focused for some reason, but maybe I don't know if that's intentional. But yeah, we got Arf Arf here on the right. Yeah, it does kind of look like a DualShock. I actually haven't seen that
modeled before. I'll have to look into it.
In chat, we see that Bitto saying that Arf is moving too fast to be seen properly on his camera. So, so maybe we'll see some quick gameplay. Oh, we can't do much about it. Okay, so we'll roll with that. We can still see my friend Arf there to some extent.
Oh, wow. We've got Doremi in chat saying that Kazu beat him 25 times in ranked yesterday. And I know how good Doremi is, so it's like,
yeah.
Are you serious? Or are you trolling?
No,
Holy
he's
cow.
serious. This is a player, he is on another level right now. And I really hope that this community can grow and, you know, catch up. But there's only maybe 1 or 2 players close to Kazu. And even then, Kazu is the favorite. So there's like a tier of 3 players, and Kazu is probably the favorite one there.
Okay. But if I hear that from Doremi, I'm going to believe it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a statement. So let's see. Here we go.
And there's a controller, as you see, where he's flicking it around. And
wow, he's using the analog stick. I don't even know how that works. That's like maybe having more than one method of input at the same time. That's crazy.
This player is crazy, 100%. This is like the one player I don't get frustrated when I lose against, because it's like, you know, what could I have done? Because it's near perfect play. At least it's the highest level of play currently from a human in modern Tetris.
Wow. We got a 19 from Arfarf. Okay, I see some T-spin well set up. Combo. Arfarf popping zone.
Arfarf's not doing so bad right now. Kind of keeping up the pressure. In Arfarf's case, he's going to want to use this clean garbage in his favor, right? Because Kazu is going to be piling on pressure. So far he's doing a good job.
Do you think some players get more dangerous as the phases progress?
Yes. Kazu is a beast in phase 3. Just has impeccable downstacking. He's actually, I think, in the top 3 when it comes to Purify mode, which is like a downstacking mode built into EC. And just in general, if he's ahead in phase 3, he's not going to slow down. So as we see right now,
we're here.
Yeah. He's not going to be accepting any garbage, and he's one of the most efficient players in the game. So he's going to be dropping T-spin after T-spin with speed, and he's going to be bringing it. So if you're Arfarf, you're going to want a good situation going into phase 3 so that Kazu can't pile on that pressure.
Yeah, just wasn't able to downstack fast enough, so Kazu's going to take that first one.
Not a bad start, though, for Arfarf. Able to get to phase 3 is a starting point.
Yeah, it wasn't like a complete domination, even though the skill potential was there. So Arfarf putting up a good fight so far. So yeah, fast zone pop there from Arfarf. Only able to get 9 lines out of that. And yeah, Kazu with a zone now. 17, 18, 19.
First turn.
Yeah, Arfarf hitting zone again.
Yeah, pretty clean.
Getting a lot of T-spins in there.
If he can get some clean garbage to work through, that'd be ideal. Not the best sequence there. Yeah.
Wasn't able to burn off that roof to get to the well in time,
and
even though there was a lot of clear garbage.
There's some of the crazy stats we can see from Kazu. If you don't get to that point ever in zone battle, trust me, 140, 124 is not easy to hit. So rest assured that that's not a stat that you should be hitting if you're playing.
And yeah, right off the bat, Kazu just sending garbage right away. I mean, it's easy garbage, but still getting it on the board so fast. Okay, so Arfarf has zone charged already.
Yeah, with Kazu, they're able to kind of T-spin quickly enough that they can still pressure a player in phase 1 even with that clean garbage, as you mentioned. So it's kind of interesting to see, and it does change up how players have to play a little bit.
20 from Arfarf.
Yeah, that's what he needs. I think if Arfarf is going to get any point off of Kazu, it's going to be with better zone usage. Maybe trying to hit those 20s consistently and take advantage of zone macro instead of efficiency, because it's going to be very hard to beat Kazu at his own game.
Yeah, Kazu actually answered with an identical 20. So it just canceled out, but that seems like what Arfarf needs to do, though. Ooh, only able to get a 13 off that.
Kazu with a center well. Opting a combo off of it. And, ooh, you know, a bit of a misdrop, but Kazu turns it into a hanging T-spin.
Wow.
Kazu has amazing resolve in these situations. And this makes it look like it was intentional.
Yeah, I mean, those are sort of things that you see in Classic Tetris more often because you need those to survive, but here it's also useful. 16, 17.
Pretty powerful.
17, but yeah, a lot of garbage on Arfarf. Arf is going to have to pull off something to counter that here. There's going to be curtains. A lot in the garbage queue.
Okay, he's
and I mean,
yeah.
Kazu already, you know, building it back up.
Look at that. That meter is not going down.
Desperation down stack. We'll see if it has any effect.
The meter on
There's
Arfarf
still
is
tons
still
of
almost
that
full.
queue is just overflowing with garbage, and Kazu just onslaught of attack there.
Yeah, that's when you know it's rough. And when you're playing against someone like Kazu, you're like, hopefully this. Oh yeah, definitely. Arfarf, get your point you wanted. This is your chance. This is the chance. Oh, he forced the early zone.
Yeah, let's see if Kazu can get out of this, because that looked pretty catastrophic there. It'll let me put away the broom if I can get on the board here.
Oh, Arfarf running into his own issues here up high. We'll see if he can find
and Kazu just clearing down almost, completely down to the bottom.
Yeah.
In with zone advantage. Trying to get a spin. Nope, not able to use that Z there. So it's not going to be a huge zone attack. So Arfarf with some opportunity here. But yeah, still got garbage in the queue, so
he needs a quarter zone.
That might not be survivable. And that'll be another win for Kazu.
Camera froze, but Arfarf is stuck in a very serious position here.
Yeah. I mean, that could be a metaphor. It's a match point here. I mean, this is still a winner's bracket match, so even if Arfarf doesn't win this round, we'll be seeing him play again in the loser's bracket.
Yeah, Arfarf has a second life here, and we'll see what he can do. Ideally, I would love to see him take a point off of Kazu, but when Kazu ran into those errors earlier, that's your chance. You got to pounce on this man whenever you have that opportunity.
Yeah, I'm wondering how aware of playing at the speeds that they do, how aware of the board state they are moment to moment.
Yeah, it does help if you can manage screen watch a little bit, because you can engage if you shouldn't zone. Because sometimes you don't want to zone so that you can kind of try to finish the kill. Ooh, some rough misdrops there from Kazu, given Arfarf.
Yeah. This isn't bombless. That's not going to cascade you. But still managed to burn off that Spire very effectively. Wow, I'm impressed. So yeah, in bombless, if you build a long eyepiece over a well and then you burn off the top, it'll cascade and drop down. So that looked like a bombless setup.
That's gonna do it.
Oh wow, And yeah, that's going to be another sweep. And yeah, it looks like the Dustpan and Broom's going to stay out because that is our 4th sweep in a row. We've had all sweeps today. Just all 4 of our first matchups.
Kazu.
And the first to 5 too. I mean, if it were first to 3, you can say, maybe that, was just how it rolls. But no, this is first to 5. So that's a lot of matches to have end earlier than expected.
So it looks like our winner side hasn't updated quite yet, but we're going to have Kazu versus Promo in the winners finals. And Promo actually has some pretty good games there against Santi. And if they can bring that consistency with, their ability to force APM like we saw, some of those hanging T-spins, the super T-spins consistently, Promo might be able to put up a better match than we expect.
Yeah. And I think as the field whittles down, we'll definitely see some longer matchups and probably not sweeps anymore. But that's it's been pretty crazy so far. Like, this is gonna go down as on paper, it's gonna be really interesting. Just saying, like, yeah, there were 20 games played in a row with no answers.
And I actually didn't expect that because these are actually pretty good matchups. It's just sometimes that's just the way it is. And even though they were pretty good games, fortunate sweeps.
Yeah. I mean, they could have gone either way, especially that one game. I think it was like the second to the last one where I think Arvarf could have taken advantage there.
Right. So there we go. The bracket is updated. That means we're going to have Arf versus Yoshimi and Santi versus Kelvin. So I'm actually pretty excited for these matchups.
Yeah.
Will we keep that broom out? I don't know, but I foresee some closer matches. There's no way. There is a way. Let's not jinx it. There is a way that we'll have sweeps all day. But ideally, we'll have some close matches here. I think they have all been close. It's just a matter of in zone battle, the games play out a little longer, so you can if you have that edge, it can just over time just start to show. So with the comeback mechanic and with zone, games aren't necessarily quick; they're close. But if you have that edge, it can definitely be in your favor.
So I think we're gonna do another giveaway.
Oh, are we gonna do the giveaway now? So if you haven't already, or I don't know if we even drew yet, we might have already drawn. Maybe you can sneak in a Connected real quick for the giveaway for the copy of Tetris Effect Connected for either Nintendo Switch or Steam. If you entered Connected earlier in the chat, we're about to draw that, I believe.
Or we're gonna do a second one. That's
okay.
Yeah. So I guess we've just got more copies today. So we had one earlier, and now we're gonna do the second one now. And look at our chat; it's all connected, just as expected. Chat's amazing. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so.
But of course, thanks again to Enhanced Games for giving us the opportunity to provide Tetris Effect Connected to our lucky winners out on Nintendo Switch recently, and also for Steam, PlayStation 4, PlayStation VR, Oculus Quest, Xbox Series X and S, Game Pass, Windows 10, and Epic Game Store.
I think you covered it all. Yeah, that's a tough.
The
list,
list just gets longer and longer, and I'm just like, are they gonna like backport it to like some crazy platform that we aren't expecting? Because we're gonna go from here. I mean, there aren't too many. I mean, there aren't too many systems that we know of that they'd probably want to port it to, but who knows? I'd want to see it on. Well, it'd have to have network connectivity, so they can't go too old school. It's like, maybe someone should like try to backport it for the NES, because it's like they replicated NES Tetris on, modern consoles. It's like, it's almost crazy enough to want someone to backport Tetris Effect to the NES or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Zone Classic Tetris would be something.
Zone Classic
that would be
Tetris.
Something. Okay, so
yeah, you fan modders, get to it.
Freeze time in Classic Tetris. That'd be helpful for the kill screen. So, okay, I think so we're gonna announce the giveaway winners later on. So that's just our second entry there. So if you haven't already typed in Connected in the chat to win a copy, if you already have a copy, get one for a friend or family member. So be sure to type that in the chat, and I believe we are going to go to a quick TEC video to promote the game that we love so much. So and then after that, I believe we were going to take a break before getting into our next round of games. So everyone stay tuned. Be sure to share what's going down here because it's about to get crazy. We're about to have some hype games. And we'll see you soon.
All right. Boom. Break for everyone.
Yeah, boom break for us.
When you were born, something changed. My heart could not contain the miracle of this world and all that it creates. With every passing day, the winds might grow stronger.